This morning, a former Connecticut man and convicted drug kingpin who served prison for the murders of a Connecticut mother and her young son is now free.
President Joe Biden granted clemency to Adrian Peeler in his final days in office.
Your reporter Roger Susanin is live at the state capitol. And Roger, lawmakers from both parties are really talking about all of this happening within the last few days, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. This is almost unprecedented in terms of the bipartisan vitriol that this decision is creating. And, you know, critics on both sides, some of them are saying that this is such an egregious decision that it must be an accident or an oversight. But no matter how you slice it, the bottom line is, despite being involved in the murders of a mother and her 8-year-old son, Adrian Peeler is a free man again. And some of the people who are outraged remember the victims. Karen Clark and her 8-year-old son Leroy, who was called BJ, were murdered in 1999. Prosecutors say BJ was about to testify against Adrian Peeler's brother Russell, who convinced Adrian to kill Karen and BJ. Adrian Peeler was sentenced to 25 years for conspiracy to commit murder. That sentence wrapped up in 2022, but Peeler was still in jail on a separate drug charge until President Joe Biden granted clemency to Peeler, along with nearly 2,500 other people who he calls nonviolent drug offenders. Senate Republicans blasted the move and questioned whether it could be overturned due to Biden's possible use of an automatic signature. Writing, former President Biden's outrageous grant of clemency was a terrible miscarriage of justice. If it was indeed done via auto pen, it raises questions about the legitimacy of that executive action. Democrats have slammed the outcome as well. Senator Richard Blumenthal wrote, "It seems to me that someone dropped the ball here to let this person get released. This was a really vicious murder that changed our laws. It also highlights how we need to take a look at the pardon system to see how it can be improved." Now, despite these widespread protests again from members of both parties, legal experts tell us it is very unlikely that this controversial decision could be overturned. Reporting live in Hartford, outside the state capitol, I'm your reporter Roger Susanin, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.